Garden City Productions is proud to bring the Tony Award-winning musical Fiddler on the Roof to the Mandeville Theatre at Ridley College.
Tradition!
It's about Tevye, the dairyman, in 1905 Russia, and his wife Golde, and their 5 daughters. And they're all becoming of a certain age, to be married off. And, normally they would be arranged by a matchmaker. But these girls have been finding their own matches, and it doesn't sit well with Papa. So it's a family story. It's about family and traditions. There's a little upset at the wedding, but it's a wonderful story.
Tell me some of the lead actors that are involved in the production.
Well, we have a GCP favorite in Paul Wintemute, who is playing Tevye. Katie Profijt, as I know her, Fazio, who is playing Golde, and Christina Felice is Title, Alfred Stockwell is Mottle. It's a huge cast. We have 35 in the cast, from ages ranging from almost 80 down to 8.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character in Fiddler on the Roof?
Well, the character of Tevye is perhaps one of the most famous characters ever produced in a Broadway show. Tevye has the singular responsibility of trying to navigate through the beginning of the 20th century in accordance with the old ways. His effort to maintain traditions is running up against some of the intentions of his daughters primarily. And I think that the production values are really special for this show. Anyone who's seen it before will be totally familiar with what's going on, but there's a couple of nuances that our director is responsible for that are just terrific.
I play Golde, and I'm Tevye's wife. And I have 5 daughters, and I am the woman of the house. I rule the roost. She's a strong character. She's very traditional. Compared to even Tevye at some point, she's really just rules the roost and keeps everything in track until the end, and it changes. Everyone knows Fiddler, so I'm not giving away anything.
Don't give away the ending.
It's everyone knows what happens, but traditionalism is very prominent in this, but it kind of gets challenged, and she is willing to give up tradition at the end, whereas I think Tevye still isn't. So I think there's a struggle going on there, but great character to play. One I've always wanted to play, and I'm excited to be in this cast doing it.
Jean-Luc, can you tell me a little bit about the significance of the music?
The music of Fiddler on the Roof is extremely emotional. It's very passionate, but at the same time, the composer Jerry Bach wrote in such a simple and unassuming style. The melodies are very predictable, but at the same time, they're very emotional. It's very simple, but in that, the audience really feels engaged, that they can sing the songs going home. Stephen Sondheim, Andrew Lloyd Webber might write much more intricate scores, and Jerry Bach really tries to make the text prominent, and I think that's why it's so important to a lot of people.
What do you hope that people will take away from this when they come to see your version of Fiddler?
I hope they will have enjoyed a good night out at the theatre, because there's nothing like it. There's nothing that quite compares to being in a room and all enjoying that same performance. And it's live. People will not see the same performance twice. There's nothing like sitting in a darkened theatre watching something live happen on stage. It's priceless.
Tickets for Fiddler on the Roof are going fast, so go to their website and order yours now. Reporting for The Source, I'm Bob Stage Left Romeo.